What's up everybody, my name is Slanted, welcome back to another video. In this video, this time we are actually recording 2 episodes in one video, being episodes 6 and 7 of Infinity Train, Book 3. Before we get into the video, there's one thing I would actually like to mention real fast. And that would actually be my subscriber count. So, around 3 days ago, I want to say, I had like 65-ish subs, and the next day I obviously hit 70, and then later that night or slash morning it was at like 75. But yeah, yesterday like morning, I guess, I don't know, this morning at like 3 a.m. sort of, my sub count just went berserk and I gained like 15 subscribers in the span of like 3-4 hours. But yeah, I went to sleep with it at like 84, I want to say, and then I woke up to it at 89, so that's kind of epic, Jesus. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you real quick, and because of this, I'm going to do a face reveal real quick. It's only going to be on the screen for like 2 or 3 seconds, so yeah. Don't yell at me. Other than that, let's actually start talking about the episode again. So as the end of episode 5 of Infinity Train Book 3 was Hazel turning into a turtle. Spoilers! There's a lot to break down there, dealing with the unfinished car, Amelia, etc, etc, so I don't know if I'll make another video about that, but yeah. For now, let's just talk about episode 6 of Infinity Train Book 3, The Campfire Car. The synopsis of this episode goes like this. The Apex are just a car away. They're almost home, but first they have to make it through a forest full of pinecone camp counselors. It sounds like a pretty deadly car. Pinecone camp counselors, like literal counselors that are pine cones. The synopsis of this episode sounds pretty funny and interesting. So other than that, let's just get right into episode 6 of Infinity Train Book 3, The Campfire Car. The episode immediately starts out with Hazel in her gnoll form, denizen form, Hazel, gnoll form, whatever you want to call it, turtle form, any of that. It immediately starts out right after episode 5.
What's going on? What's on me?
Hazel has no idea what's on her or what's happening here, so this is definitely the first time she is transforming into this mutant form of a denizen, or a turtle.
It's stuck on me! It's my skin! Why is it my skin?
Neither of them have any idea what the hell is happening here. As well, Hazel is literally a gnoll, and they have known and thought that she was a person this entire time, as they have made this opinion on gnolls, saying they are not even a zero and not people at all. I think Hazel just completely proved Grace that she was completely wrong, and that these denizens of the train can have human emotions and feelings and personalities, just like a person.
I don't know!
I want Tuba!
She's gone, Hazel.
No!
Hazel then goes through the stages of denial, with the first stage being denial over Tuba, the second stage being anger, the third bargaining, which she's already doing, the fourth depression, which we haven't seen yet, and the fifth acceptance. This all has to deal with Tuba's death.
Let's go get her!
Hazel, she's not just gone. She died.
What?
Even though Grace told her that she is dead, she can't accept that. So she thinks that she can change reality by being better.
What if I'm really, really good? I promise I won't do anything bad, ever. Please, Grace, please.
Grace tells her the straight-up truth of she can't do anything about someone being dead. It's not a good truth, but she has to know the truth at some point.
No, Hazel, it doesn't have anything to do with you being good or bad. It's not like that. It's not your fault.
Hazel then reverts back to her normal self, which I really wasn't expecting, and it gives me a couple theories on, well, why is she able to morph between turtle and human?
I'm a train person?
Maybe.
So now the question is Hazel a trained person? So here's my theory. Hazel is from a car called The Unfinished Car. This car was, well, an episode in Season 1 of Infinity Train and brought back up in the first episode of Book 3. This car was created by Amelia, the antagonist of Book 1, to try to recreate her college campus. My theory is that Hazel is from that college campus. She is a failed attempt at trying to remake students at that college. And that's what I'm assuming all the rest of the turtles in the Unfinished Car are as well. They just aren't human at all. So Hazel, still being a failed attempt, is the closest she has gotten yet.
I don't know.
Do you hate me?
No, Hazel, why would you say that?
As Hazel thinks that Grace doesn't really like No Switch, well, she doesn't, as she's killed thousands, and Hazel is being one now. Then the question is, will Grace not like her now?
You hated Tuba.
No, I didn't hate Tuba.
Of course, Grace did not hate Tuba as we came the show, as Grace's number began to go down by thinking about Tuba. Now, Simon, on the other hand, is another story as well. He killed Tuba.
But Simon did.
Hazel then realizes that Simon would want to kill her as he hates all gnolls and wants them dead, as he proved that by killing Tuba. She thinks that he's going to kill her.
Simon's gonna kill me too! Craze, I'm afraid of the wheel!
No.
She is afraid of getting wheeled, aka dying, because Simon calls it, when he kills something, getting wheeled.
No, he won't. We just won't tell Simon.
Now, this part is important for later in Book 3, so remember this part where she tells Hazel that they just won't tell Simon and they'll keep this secret from him because they think that he would kill her. Yeah, kind of a betrayal from Grace, but it's understandable, but how would Simon take that? Grace manages to get her to calm down by breathing in and out, and it resets her back to her normal human form, which she can do, I guess. Grace then pulls rank on Simon and says this.
Well?
Don't you ever take action like that again if I haven't given you explicit orders!
Are you pulling rank on me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Simon accepts that she is still the leader of the Apex and says yes ma'am, and then they have to continue throughout the trains to get to the Apex.
I want to do something before we leave.
What?
I want to have a funeral for Tuba.
Hazel, of course, wants to hold a quick funeral for Tuba as a way to remember her, and that's really kind. Simon just sees Tuba as nothing and we don't have anything to bury, so there's no point and we should just move on. She then keeps saying she wants to hold it, and then Simon and Grace eventually accept and they have the funeral.
Goodbye.
But the Apex are just a car away!
Let's let her do this. I mean, do you really want to throw her in with the Apex when she's still crying over a null?
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, of course it does. Everything I do makes sense. Okay, Hazel, Simon thinks this is a great idea.
I want to find a spot that Tuba would like.
As Hazel wants to find the perfect spot for Tuba's funeral, she keeps saying no to like all these spots, and it's really bumming Simon out, until eventually he snaps after she says no.
Just choose a spot!
Stop it! You did this! This is forever, and I'm gonna do it right.
With Hazel being upset by Simon not wanting to take this long, she wants to do it right so her claws come out.
Hazel! Oh! She's 6, Simon. Can't you take even 1 second to remember how you felt when the cat left you?
As we just saw the cat in the Le Chalate car, we learned about that, so yeah, him leaving her leaving him, all that stuff happened, so you would think Simon would be able to understand Hazel's skill as a Noel also left him. As Simon decides to go to the exit and wait, they decide to have the funeral on top of this tree. And this moment is really sad, so I'm just gonna have it play here and me not talk.
Tuba wants to be high up where she can see the sky and be protected from rain and animals and kissing rocks. Tuba was really nice and protected me and gave me good hugs. She made me feel like I was warm all the time, but not that kind of warm that's outside and makes you sweaty, but like inside and comfy.
As she gives a speech to remember Tuba, jeez, it's so heartwarming and just, Hazel makes me want to cry.
Oh, and thank you to her kids for letting me have Tuba, because they were gone and I needed her. And maybe now Tuba can be with them again since she can't be with me.
Hazel then, of course, makes a little mark saying that Tuba, since she's now in the skies, maybe that she can be with her kids again, as she's not with her.
Grace, would you like to say something?
Oh!
And now it's Grace's turn to say something. What does she have to say about Tuba, and more importantly, Tuba's death at her funeral?
I didn't know Tuba well, but she was very important to Hazel. Tuba was nice to me, too. She was quiet, but not in a bad way. And she helped us.
Grace then feels remorse over Tuba and Tuba's death while she talks, and clenches her fist in anger that Simon killed her.
It was pretty brave, and
then she even cried. She even started to cry. Grace! This gives you so much character development. So much. You were already being developed, of course, you already showed signs that you cared for Tuba. But now crying over something that you once thought wasn't a person at all and didn't care for? Mad props to Grace for the character development and for the writers of the team for writing her character development.
It's okay. That was good. Now I'm gonna sing a lullaby that Tuba made up for her kids and said it was for me.
And now they sing the song that Tuba sang to her kids, which is just, oh, that's so sad. And I just want to say, when I first saw this scene, I busted out in tears. I started crying like a bitch. And this just makes Book 3 my favorite season after this episode.
Me too. Don't be a worry, baby. No need to hurry, baby, when you're with me. Don't run way up ahead. Take the long way instead. There's lots to see. When you slow down to listen, and you won't go amiss in chances to play. We'll always have tomorrow. No need to let it borrow time from today. So don't be a worry, baby.
Dude, I cry every time I see this scene. Jesus. Dude, tears just run down my face. I can't not cry.
Baby, no need to hurry, baby, when you're with me. Just take it easy.
And then Hazel begins to cry as well, which just makes me cry even more. But then, unexpectedly, even Grace begins to cry. Jesus, that just so much character development. I also want to mention we actually get to hear the full version of the song now.
Peasy, my little lemon squeezy, you're always with me. Thank you for being with me, Tuba. I'm going to keep loving you like you're still here.
I just want to say how Grace crying over this brings her character development up on another level. Like, it's actually insane. I'm not making it sound insane, but it is insane. I also want to mention how this bell is from their car, the jungle car, where Tuba, where Hazel and Tuba met and where they were this entire time before Grace and Simon came along, and that was season 3 episode 2 of Infinity Train. So this rock is at the same place where Tuba was, where they met, so that's really cool. As now their funeral for Tuba is finished, they can finally exit this car and head to the next car, which is apparently the Apex. And then we see another passenger open the car door as they think, well, the next car is the Apex. They're just like, oh, that's normal. But as you zoom in on the character design, we see a familiar face. As they just zoom past the one and only Amelia, the only one who notices is actually Hazel. So Amelia from book 1, the main antagonist, the one who Simon actually believes is the true conductor, Amelia, who was the main antagonist of book 1, once again, as Tulip defeated her, as he described her once in one episode as this guy, but she's actually a girl, but as 1-1 is the fake conductor. Well, roles are actually reversed here, as 1-1 is the true conductor, and Amelia was a fake conductor who was just trying to get her numbers high, even though that's not what you're supposed to do on the train. It is what founded the Apex, as 1-1 doesn't even know what the Apex is.
Huh. No sign.
As the Apex is supposed to be in this car, supposedly, it's not.
Well, they're probably further in. How they've even survived without us is just...
So once again, info on Simon's number tracker, it basically makes a signal of someone's number, and they figured that big red dot of numbers was actually the Apex. So where is the Apex? Because it was in this car, but apparently they passed it somehow.
What? But it showed them in here! It's not like we passed them! What have you...
Amelia then finally circles around to see Simon and Grace, as she just grazed past earlier. That was really weird. But she's here now, and Amelia's back, and yeah, that's weird. The number signal that was popping up on Simon's number tracker is just Amelia alone, making and just proving alone that, well, Amelia's number alone is as big as a whole group of kids, meaning the Apex. So now as Amelia is back, as she still hasn't gotten off the train apparently, as 9 months ago when Tulip's appearance with her as book 1 ended, she changed her mind to make her numbers go down. Her number is still as big as the entirety of the Apex. So of course she is still on the train. But yeah, as Amelia enters the car and sees Grace and Simon, she says, "What have you guys been doing to the train cars? This signifies the end of Season 3, Episode 6 of Infinity Train, the Campfire Car." If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. My name is Slanted, and that was the Campfire Car. Peace.
What have you kids been doing to the train cars?